it's been a couple of weeks. And that's mostly because the first quarter of the year has so many holidays and stuff, and Swagman and I are both family men, so we've had other things to do, and unfortunately the podcast got pushed to the back burner. But how have you been, Swagman?
It has been good from not wanting to go anywhere at all, actually, to a very much last minute trip to Bustleton, and
Mm.
which is down south about an hour and 50, so call it 2 hours. And I mean, every place was booked out. You couldn't get accommodation anywhere down south. Obviously, when everyone goes on holidays, it's all pre planned and but this time round going to Bustleton, not only was it last second, but they also had a fair on. So obviously you got the
Oh,
Easter
okay.
break, and then they had a fair on top of it. So everyone was coming down. And to be
Mm.
fair, the fair was shit. No pun intended. It wasn't the best. Like it had a couple of Dodgem cars and just a couple of little kiddie things for the Easter sort of holiday break that they were having there. But yeah, it wasn't the best, and the rides were about $12 to $15 each. Some of the
Jeez.
others were $20, and
Mm.
you needed two tickets per person, per Dodgem car. So that's like if I want to take my kids on, I had to buy four tickets each time.
That's $40 worth, isn't it?
Yeah. So,
These.
it is a joke. It was like, you had to buy bundles to make it worthwhile, and I just wasn't going to do it. So
Mm,
the kids
mm.
got to do two rides each on the Dodgems, and then their uncle Brendan decided to buy a bunch of tickets, and they got to go on a spinning thing and get to go in this uh, sort of, what was it, like a bouncy castle fun house type thing where they get to run around, go through a ball pit, and all that
Yeah.
sort of jazz. So yeah, other than that, we did score last second accommodation. Um, and
Yeah.
the accommodation was actually quite nice, right by the foreshore. Last second, $398. So for one
And
night,
I believe I was one night. Okay. Oh,
but it
that's
was a two-bedroom villa. So we had our own
mm,
private courtyard, nice big grass out the front, and it was two
yep.
bedrooms. So me and the wife had our room, and the kids had their own room. So they were
Oh,
loving it.
that's a
They said,
pretty
"Why
good
can't
deal.
we move here?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Hang on, our house back home is bigger than this. Like, this is like your retirement nana, granddad and nana type house. Like it's very,
You won't
very
be like
small."
you won't be
So
liking it so much when it's full time. Believe me, kid.
yeah, yeah, that'll be like, "Can you move again?" So yeah, no, it's good for a holiday. My mate went down on Thursday, and they're staying until Tuesday. And
Mm.
I was just like, man, they're camping it. They're down at the caravan park.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
So that's at the time of recording. That's tomorrow, Tuesday. So happy Easter, everyone. By the way.
yes, happy Easter. And we went down fishing, and of course I caught a brim, and he caught nothing.
Yeah. Is
So
that your mate or your son?
no, that was me. My daughter tried to catch something and
Ah,
couldn't.
yeah,
So you know, it is what it is. I always catch the good stuff.
yeah.
So it's the second time where he's caught nothing, and I was the only one that's caught anything.
Yeah, yeah. Ah, well, I didn't really do anything for my Easter. What did we do?
Yeah, well,
No, nothing.
you did nothing. Didn't go down south. No Easter egg hunt.
No, we took the kids their Easter egg bags, which fucking felt like it cost us about $50 each.
It
And
feels like Easter's getting
oh,
more and more expensive, doesn't it?
yeah, I think so. Um, Even the local shows here aren't. They're not worth going to anymore. Like you said, the tickets, just the tickets for the rides are like $10 each, and
Oh, 100%. And for like five
some
or
of those
six
rides
things
want like
plus
yeah.
one show bag area, I didn't even
Mm-hmm.
go towards the show bag because I straight up told the kids we're not getting the show bag because they'd be like $50 to $60 each.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we didn't even bother looking at them. But they literally had maybe five ride type activity things there, and then an Easter bunny where you could take a photo with the Easter bunny.
And the
And
Easter Bunny is normally the creepiest looking thing as well.
oh, I was yelling all sorts of things. I was like, "Get the 22 out! It's rabbit season!" And I was just pulling the piss. And when all the kids finally weren't looking, I looked back at him and I was just like, "Hunting season!" And he pulls the finger at me. So the Easter Bunny pulled the finger. I was just like, "Yeah, okay, I'll remember that." Hunting season's coming, buddy.
Next year, mate. Next year.
Next year, that's it. That's it. But yeah, we ended up getting the kids a couple of clothes and some Easter eggs and all that, and some. Well, sorry, the Easter Bunny got it for them. Let's clarify. It was the Easter Bunny that did it. For any kids listening to the show, it was the Easter Bunny.
Yeah. The Easter Bunny got them some clothes.
Yeah, the Easter Bunny said, "No more chocolate. We know what you like on the chocolate." So it was all clothing. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty good. Traffic was awesome. Didn't have to deal with traffic because we went down there, obviously past the rush. But even coming home, wasn't really much at all. We quite easily breezed through it. Whereas turn on the local news tonight, and I'm sure it's going to be local holiday makers making their way home. It's going to be gridlock. Oh, and the Pope died. Pope died. That's the other thing that's coming up on the news as well. The Pope actually passed away. So from holidays to Pope died.
There's going to be white smoke coming from the Vatican tonight. Then
yes, there is. It's just been released. The wife has just said, because I was talking about the traffic. She's like, "No, it'll be about the Pope dying." And I was like, "Oh yeah, the Pope died."
Can we talk about the important things at least?
yeah. Pope's got nothing.
Let's get back to the traffic.
Yeah, so the traffic anyway. Can you be quiet in the background because you're distracting? Yeah, traffic was quite easy. No dramas there. But I'm sure my mate's probably going to get caught up in it all. He's going to come back through it all. So we'll see how that all plays out.
I'm sure if I looked at the map at Google Maps right now, it'd be scarlet in every direction from my house because I live in the southwestern suburbs, and anyone who's going on holiday, unless they're going north, has to go past my place.
Yeah, right. So you're on one of the main treks.
Yeah, I'm sure the old Hume motorway is not going to look too good. Actually, let's for the sake of argument, let's look it up. Yeah. Let's see what's going on the Hume right now.
I'm looking at the Banana Freeway now on our end. It's not overly bad going into the city, but it's still quite an amount of traffic there.
6:45 in the evening, which is the current time of recording. The Hume motorway is reflecting an orange line.
An orange. Oh, there you go. So it's congested,
which is indicative of it recovering from a previous scarlet line.
Yes. And we also have the same. We also have the orange line heading towards the city. It looks like there's a fair amount of traffic. Heading out of the city, however, not so much. So a bit of 50-50 so far. If they're smart, this is your last time to get away. They'll probably all wait until 7, 8 o'clock tonight to get away from it all.
Okay. I don't know why my internet has been really shithouse lately.
Yeah, your internet just froze then as well.
Yeah. Actually,
Are you there?
incredibly bad. And if I'm running off my phone's Wi-Fi, it's marginally better.
Your internet for that whole entire minute or minute and a half was completely frozen.
Can anyone hear me? Oh no, what's going on? Oh,
We're back.
we're back. We're back. Alrighty. What happened? I have no idea what happened.
My internet, like I said before, it'll be on the recording, but you didn't hear it, Swagman. Some fine, upstanding member of society um, cut my internet cables on Friday night.
Ah, right.
So
Yes. So is that going to catch any of my recording that we just did? Or it'll have to be mashed
yeah,
together.
it probably will, but it'll be a bit hodgepodge. But anyway, what can you do?
What can
No,
we do? That's it.
so my house's modem has a 4G connection too, but that's not very good.
Mm.
So it's like all
Your
of a
internet
sudden,
used to be really good. So what? Somebody
Mm.
came along and cut your internet, and now it's going to be all rewired.
yeah, you know how the NBN has that little box on the outside of your house?
Yep, yep.
They snuck down the side of my house. They cut the technician's lock off the box, opened the box up, and then cut the power cables for the NBN connection.
What?
Yeah.
Why would they
So
do that?
because I don't know, because they're smartasses or something.
That's ridiculous. So how long is that going to take to repair?
Hopefully they're going to get a technician out on Tuesday to fix it. So tomorrow to fix
Tomorrow.
it.
All right. We might have to do a second recording, see how this one turns out.
This one will be all right, even if it
It'll be
does
all
turn
right.
out to be a bit rickety. Oh well, that's our style anyway.
Well, my timing on my side has started again from 3 minutes, so I don't think it caught any of the first half. So you might have to mash it together from one of the recording.
Oh well,
So
no, I think
from
we.
one of the uploads.
Well, I'll
'Cause,
see what
yeah,
happens.
We'll see what happens.
It
But
might
on the plus side,
yeah.
we have a competition going.
Yes, we have a very
So-
exciting announcement.
We have partnered with Aussie Power, and I am just going into it now. They have kindly donated a 6-liter black Hydra jug. Now, these last 36 hours. They work very well in the outback. I've personally tested this. And yeah, they're quite well to the point where I reached out to Keegan, who's one of the owners who created this jug. And he said, yeah, man, let's run a competition. We'll donate a Hydra jug. So we're going to run the competition until the 29th of this month. So you've got 8 days left to get onto our Facebook page and go into the featured section. All you got to do is tag 3 mates, like and follow our page, and then jump onto Aussie Power, who is in the competition there. Jump onto their links and follow their pages on Facebook and Instagram. And that's simple.
Okay.
Tag 3 mates in the post, and you're entered into the draw.
Yeah, and all you got to do is go follow Shonky Traffic Controllers and do exactly what Swagman just said.
Yeah, it is valued at now. The total value is $288. That's obviously creating it, the size, the insulation, all that. They're currently got a special on, valued at $200 as a current special for these 6-liter Hydra jugs. And I mean, these things stay cold. So you fill half with ice and the other half with water. And yeah, as I said, this thing lasts plus 36. You know, it is it stayed cold overnight. I got up in the middle of the night. I went to go take a drink, thinking, "Oh yeah, this will be body temperature by now." And bloody hell, it fucking woke me up. It was icy cold. I was like, shit. I wasn't expecting it to still be icy cold, but it is. And you don't need an insulation bag or anything like that. It's self-insulated, so you just carry it by the handle. It's a nice thick handle on it. Yeah, quite easy to screw off, screw on. And I've been using those big ice machines that you get at work, and I just throw it underneath that, fill it full of ice, and use the little water thing, filtered water over in the corner, and I just use that to fill the rest up.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy
And
as.
believe you me, if I had money for that sort of thing, I would be using it rather than the old
Yes.
Ampol Red Bull water bottle. As you can
I
tell,
can
this
tell
is
you
getting
now,
pretty old now.
it is one of the best, and I have actually thrown your name in the hat as well. There, Cranky. Put your name into the old spinny draw. We currently have 20 people in that
Yep.
drawer at the moment. So I'm just going to double check. Yes, 20 people in that drawer, and 21 people in the drawer now, because somebody else has just commented as we're doing this podcast. So I'll add
Cool.
their
It
name
is
in
growing.
afterwards. It is growing. Obviously, it is a small competition, a number of people to get in there, but you've got a very good chance of winning. We will live feed the draw as well. So there is no, but they've rigged it type thing. I will be live feeding it. So everyone will get to see it, and we'll post that.
Yep.
And that'll be it. We'll do it first thing on maybe around lunchtime. So you got till lunchtime on the 29th. And we will be going live for that.
And not only that, but if this promotion does end up being a success, which I think it will, definitely will, some point later on in the year, we will run our own private raffle for another one of these bottles.
100%, because it
Like
is
we will.
worth it.
Oh yeah, yeah. That way, you guys can. Well, one of you guys will be able to buy one for the grand total of $2.
100%, and that
'Cause
is
that's.
cheap as well.
Mm-hmm.
That is very cheap.
And by that time, because we're obviously giving one away now, we will have at least one member in the group who will be able to vouch for this product and say, "Hey, it's actually pretty good." And I mean, Swagman already says that, but it's one thing coming from us; it's another thing coming from someone who's actually just a random member of the group.
100%.
You gotta turn that voice modulator off, man.
Oh, has it come back on again?
It's come back on.
There we go. I don't know why it keeps
where
doing
did-
that.
Where did you get that thing from? I want one. It
It's
sounds
called,
pretty cool.
It's called Voice Mod. So obviously I do a lot of online gaming. But when
yep.
I'm typing away, for some reason it activated, and I didn't want to say anything, and then you asked me a question. I'm like, yeah, I've got to answer it. So I was trying not to answer anything till I got to it, but I'm just updating our post on Facebook here. So we'll be live for the draw as well. You have until 12 p.m. the 29th of April to get your get your chance in the draw to win your chance.
That could be a really sick opportunity. Oh, not could be. It will be a really sick opportunity. And I myself would love to get my hands on one of these things because I've read through the online reviews. They all seem pretty good. I've seen the actual videos of people using them. And I'm a massive advocate of staying hydrated on site. Like,
All right, he has frozen again, guys. Cranky has frozen. We'll just wait for him to see if he comes back. Hopefully everything goes well, and we have lost Cranky. It has frozen. We have fully lost Cranky. Let's see if he joins us back here. Just having some technical difficulties on this live stream today. Vanished.
So he's back. He's back. But he has no, and he's back. He had no volume there for a second, but now he has volume.
I have volume, and
All right, you completely dropped out.
I know. And you sound like Andre the Giant again.
How? How is this possible?
You must have it like mapped to a key on your keyboard, and you keep hitting it or something like that.
Must be.
It's probably something in this.
Yes, I do.
You found it? Yep.
I found it.
I thought.
Yes, I have it.
Did you map it to the space bar?
No, the N key.
Okay.
Because when I'm in, like I play online, I play 5M. So when I'm on that, I use voice mod.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm just gonna have a quick look through my settings and see if I can get rid of it because this is annoying. Here we go. Keybinds. Nothing is keybind. This is the worst. Oh, there we go. I've got rid of it. It's gone.
How do you keep accidentally hitting the N key?
I was typing to you to say that you had frozen again.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so it must have the ability to detect when you're live streaming, and then it's like, no.
Oh no! Yeah, no. Keep going.
No, it must have the ability to detect when you're live streaming. So then every time you hit that N key, it's like time to turn his voice down again.
Yeah, no, that's it. And the weird thing is, the voice mod has so many different people that you can go on there as well.
Can you make yourself sound like Gwen Stefani?
Let's have a look here. Let's see what we're just going to turn this into a voice mod episode now.
I think it is. It's just the pair of us buggering around like a normal, one of our normal phone calls.
Well,
what in hell's
one of the normal
that?
Conversations. That's the Grinch. Yeah.
Let's go here. Let's see if you can make the voice. Who do you think this is? Who do you think it is? You've muted again.
No.
It doesn't work.
Is it Mick Taylor?
It is not Mick Taylor. It's called the narrator. Think of a grey black man. Grey hair, black man.
Grey-haired black man.
Wears glasses.
Oh my god! Now you've thrown me. Now you fucked me up. I was going to go with Morgan Freeman, but he doesn't wear glasses.
It is Morgan Freeman.
That sounds well. I suppose it's your own accent.
It is, yeah. It's my accent in there as
filtering through Morgan Freeman's voice.
I couldn't hear you when I had it activated either.
Oh, right. Okay.
So because I took the hotkey off, it cuts your voice out. So anything you're asking, I just couldn't hear it.
Okay.
So yes, but other than that, what else did you get up to this week? How was work this week for you?
I've had no work this week. It's no work. I haven't had any work since Friday, because of the public holidays. But that's fine for me. Unlike most of our industry, I'm on full time, so I get paid for public holidays.
Yes, and I also had no work this week. I took a whole week off from having to do anything at all. I wanted to just chill out, and then ended up down in Bustleton for the holidays. So
You're back on.
Turned out to be a good weekend.
That was a loud sneeze.
That was also the wife in the background.
I figured as much.
Yes.
No, I didn't even go to the Easter show this year. Sometimes, most years, I at least try to save up a little bit of money and go, but it's just turned out to be a massive waste of money.
Yep.
I
Always
think it's
does.
just because of how expensive everything is. It's become a bit more lackluster over the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
few years. Like maybe 10 years ago, they used to put on a phenomenal show, so it was expensive,
I
but
think everyone's watching what they're spending as well because of the cost
Yeah.
of living, mortgages, the interest rate
Mhm,
keeps
mhm.
going up. At the moment, the RBA's actually put them on hold and should be
Yeah.
bringing them down. But who knows with everything going on in the US, with Trump putting 245% tariffs on, I think it's North Korea or China, one of those places.
Yeah.
Everyone's sort of, I don't understand politics to a degree to how the US market somehow affects us when we're
Yeah.
the one with all the resources here in Australia. But I guess because we keep using all our resources, sending it over to the US and to China and all these other places, but then we buy it back at twice the price, which makes no fucking sense when we've got the infrastructure here to break down whatever needs to be broken down in terms of resources or whatever. But no, I think
guess-
Pauline Hanson's the only one that's talked any fucking sense through this whole entire election thing. And I think come voting tomorrow, the early votes are going to show that people have had enough of Labor and Liberal, and the minor parties are going to have the votes. So there's going to be a lot of kiss-assing from Labor and Liberal to try
Yeah,
and collect those minor party votes to be able to form a government. So
I mean, even Clive Palmer is starting to sound pretty
Clive
good.
Palmer is definitely starting to look good in the shape of things that are happening at the moment. It is one of these unknown foreseen elections where finally Australia is starting to wake up and go, you know what? Both parties are complete fucking useless. Like, why would we pick Labor given that he's done nothing since 2022 and now he's like, I'm going to build all these houses. Well, you didn't build the last lot you said you're going to build, and that was in 2022. So
that was
why
only
would
3
you
years ago.
then have another, what was it, 900 million or whatever, $1 billion or whatever he's said he's going to put towards building houses again, along with $90 million he wants to give the Perth WA government to upgrade its ferry system. That's never going to happen. He's just spending money left, right, and center through this whole entire election campaign. He's just throwing money around like it's lollywater. 100 mil here, 200 mil, 300 mil, $1 billion, 900 mil, 500 million.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to give them $1 million to build this, $1 million. Motherfucker, like, where are you getting all this money? We're in debt, and somehow you've just got billions of dollars just laying around.
Yeah. Suddenly Australia's just got billions of dollars again. Where is it all coming from? Last time we
Yeah.
did this kind of thing, the country drove itself into so much debt that everyone, we
went into a minor
up
recession.
just about causing the global financial crisis.
Yeah, it near on destroyed Australia, and I don't understand how you can be in debt and spend money. If I was the PM, I'd be going, right, we're not spending anything, we're getting out of debt. Let's try and make this a surplus again. But no, let's spend money here, let's spend money there, let's spend money over here. If you're going to spend money, why not you throw it at the hospitals, the doctors, the nurses, the ambulance ramping, childcare, the places where the money needs to be, instead of going on these fancy $200,000 lunch dates with all your big wigs and going, oh, we're going to have a lunch date and talk about politics. But, it'll cost $150,000 for us to do it. It doesn't matter. Australian public will pay for that.
That's the taxpayers' problem now.
Yeah, it's not our problem. I'll just whip out the
Why-
old
I
corporate
don't get-
credit card.
I don't get why they don't do what they did in the 50s and 60s.
Where the house prices
Where-
were 60,000, bring it on.
Oh, yeah. And that was because they just built a whole bunch of these shit heap really basic houses, right? That were within the the budget of the everyday person.
Oh, 100%. It's
'Cause it
now
was-
at the point where just no one's got money now, so they just need to go
Yeah.
back to those days, which is never going to happen.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
seen it. The prices of houses went from what 60,000, 80,000, 130,000 to 150,000. Oh, now you need 250,000 to get into the housing market. 250,000 was a nice big house back in the day.
Yeah, not even that long ago.
250,000, you'll be lucky if you can get yourself a 2-bedroom unit for 250,000.
Yeah. You'd be
It's-
dreaming. You'd be dreaming to get anything in Sydney for that much.
Oh,
Like,
mate, you
straight up.
can't even buy the
That's-
piece of land for 250,000 anymore.
That's a deposit here.
Yeah, that's a
That's your
deposit. and-
25% deposit right there.
Yeah, and then it's another 600,000 if you want the actual house to go on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
actually,
don't think anyone can afford to actually buy in Sydney anymore unless you're extremely wealthy, like Kyle Sanderlands, or
mm,
or you're a radio host, or you got to be in some corporate job. You just can't afford to live in Sydney unless you're on a really good wicket.
no, there's a
Yeah. Have you
there's a
frozen
guy who
again?
can suck.
No, there you
dick.
are.
I hate Carson. He just does my head in. The guy rubs me up the wrong way every time. Every time I see his fucking picture on a billboard, which is quite often because obviously he works for a Sydney radio station, Kiss
So he's
FM,
all over
and
the
there's
place?
there's a big Kiss FM billboard along one of the bridges that I have to drive under to get into the city for
I
work.
bet you it's got his face plastered
Every
on
time
it.
I see it, I'm just, oh, it does. Yeah, him and Jackie O, and I'm just like, oh, mate,
Yeah.
go away. I don't want to see that so early in the morning. It's way too early to look at a frog in a suit.
Yeah, frogs in suits, that's Kyle all over. Wait, no, I didn't say that. I love Kyle Sanderlands. He's the best.
Are you sick or something?
Yes, I am. I am 100% sick. Now, I don't know where we're at in this in our recording, because on my end it says we've been doing it for 23 minutes. On your end it probably says an hour.
12 minutes for me.
12 minutes. I'm pretty sure it's been longer than that.
But hopefully, like I said, the whole thing will upload
Mashed
like,
together.
correctly. That's how Riverside does it anyway.
Yeah, they mashed
But
it
I
together.
have another little thing that I want to announce. I've
Yes?
decided I'm going to write a book.
You're going to write a book.
Yes, yeah.
What are you going to write a book
So-
about?
Watch this space. Well, I came to the realization that even though everything in this world is as shit can be right now, me and my mates tend to be relatively happy people, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. We just got our own thing going on. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to write a book about this, just to remind people that it's not their fault that they're struggling.
Yeah.
And these are it's basically a list of the little things that me and my friends do in order to
Almost like a self-help type book.
almost, but
But
not entirely.
yeah. Oh, that'd be interesting. I look forward
Yeah,
to seeing how that
just to-
turns out.
just to make the week a little bit less shithouse. Do you want to
Yeah, well,
hear a
that's
bit of
it.
a bit of an excerpt from what I've got so far?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, all right. I'll read you the first bit.
Here we go. We got the first preview live on In the Zone. We're here with the class people of Mr. Cranky. Nice to meet you again, Mr. A Celebrity. I
thank you
understand
very much. It's an honor to be
team
here.
coming through. Yes, honor to be here. Your bodyguard team. Yes, that's it. People start clapping. Yes, that's it.
Where's that applause button gone?
Oh, hang on. We need to do this correctly. Hang on. Here we go. That is for some reason not working on my end. But
Um,
here we go.
okay, well, let's get on with it. I've decided I'm going to have a guess what I've named the book. What I'm going to name it.
Traffic Controllers Podcast.
Oh, fuck no. It's got nothing to do with traffic control.
The Cranky's book.
No, I'll give you a third guess.
I'm out of guess.
The original name for it was going to be Beer in Your Undies on a Saturday, but I decided to go against that because I had another idea, and that ended up being an absolute cracker of an idea. So I thought, hey, this actually sounds pretty funny.
Sitting in your undies on a Sunday morning.
It's very close, and
Aw.
it's Monday evening, just so you know.
It's Monday. Hang on. What? Too many beers, see?
I've decided I'm going to call the book "How to Not Have Your Shit Together and Be Completely Okay with It."
I like that book. That sounds good. Let's go.
So, all right, here's the first little bit. Obviously, I've named the first quote unquote chapter "Beer and Undies on a Saturday Arvo," in honor of what I was going to name the whole book. No, it doesn't have to be a beer. It doesn't have to be in Undies, and it doesn't have to be on a Saturday Arvo. Starting on Saturday morning will do just fine. I'm joking. It can be whatever day of the week you get off work, really. This chapter is dedicated to my friend Corey, who practices this so often that he has a YouTube music playlist named exactly this, which he's been kind enough to share with me a while back. It's important to take a day off from the world every so often, just to do the stuff that you want to do. Emphasis on the word you, not your wife, not your children, but you. Your idea of drinking beer may be going fishing or taking a drive by yourself. By all means, involve your wife and children most of the time, but they need time off from you as much as you need time off from them. 3 out of 4 Sundays will see me sitting on my couch in my undies with a beer in hand while Bluey dominates the 72-inch LCD TV I bought for my PS5.
Yes.
That show is fucking great. However, that is my own idea of relaxation. Yours might be something totally different.
The Jetsons, the Rugrats.
Yeah, Rugrats could do. I actually don't mind Rugrats. I miss that show from the 90s.
Ren and Stimpy. Hello
Actually,
Arnold. Is it Hello Arnold? I think.
Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold. Yeah.
I had Hey Arnold. I never had Ren and Stimpy as a kid. That it just wasn't a thing in South Africa.
Yeah. What's the other one where you've got one fat cow and one little pig?
It's a chicken.
It's
cow and chicken.
cow. Well, it's a chicken.
It's a chicken. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to. What's the show called? I can't.
Let me see if I can
remember what
find.
that show's- Yeah.
Cow and chicken. Let's see if I can find some pictures for you. These guys. Can you see?
Yeah,
them?
that's. Oh no, not that one.
No, not that one.
It's
Okay.
Not that one. It's an old 90s. It is definitely a 90s.
A cow and a pig.
It's like a cow. I've got to find it. I only seen it the other day. It's the same cow or the same lookalike cow, but it's just not a chicken. It looks like a tiny little pink. Yeah, it's just not a chicken. Where is it? I don't
Was
even
it
think it's
Jakers? No, not
it wasn't
Jakers.
Jakers.
Not Piggly-Winks.
I only seen it
this-
the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
No.
Here we go.
I
Yeah,
even a search term cartoon with a fat with the fat cow and a pig comes up with cow.
Oh,
No, nothing
you
seems to
keep
be
dropping out as well.
really coming up for me on this.
You remember Ren and Stimpy as well?
Uh,
Ren and Stimpy show. Then you've got Pokemon, Johnny Bravo. Got a few of
Johnny
those
Bravo,
ones.
yeah, I had
Yeah.
that, and Pokemon, of course. You had to have Pokemon as a kid.
Rocco's Life, Rocco's Modern Life. That's the one.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's Modern Life. I remember all
Yeah.
these. I still go back and I type in all these shows and I still watch them. Like when I'm bored, I'm just like, you know what? I want to watch some kids shows, and I'll go back and I'll watch like Rocco's Modern Life or Magic School Bus or just
Shit, I haven't seen
stupid
Magic School
crap.
Bus in a while.
Like the other day, I was scrolling through
There's a meme going
Netflix and
around.
I typed in Flubber, and I think
Yeah.
it was either Netflix or Prime
Oh,
it
yeah.
came up on. And I remember watching that when it first came out, and that was good.
Mm.
Yeah, and then
I
you've
enjoy
got
that show. Robin
obviously,
Williams is great.
Who was the one that's is it Hey Arnold? Hey Arnold.
don't know.
Arthur. That's right, Arthur.
Yep.
Remember Arthur?
The,
Yeah, I remember.
Arthur the Aardvark who doesn't wear his headphones correctly.
Yeah, I still watch that. And if you type it in, it comes under 15 of the best 90s kid shows.
It's still running though, so why do they call it
Yeah.
a 90s kids show? It's Arthur's
I
still
think
coming out
it's
with new episodes.
Yeah, I think it's like sometimes it's reruns until they can get new ones, but
Yeah.
yeah, Arthur is literally coming out with new stuff all the time, but it has been running for that long. I think people just wanted to keep it going because it's that
Yeah,
popular.
mm.
Like it's getting the ratings, so why not?
But I seem to remember Arthur like back.
Your audio has dropped out again. We can see your lips moving, but we
Okay,
have
what about now?
Oh, now we do. Now the audio is back.
Okay, good. I pretty much have to be kissing the mic then. Oh, this is
Pretty
doing my head in. I
much.
can't wait till the internet gets fixed.
I'm gonna laugh to see the edit of this. To be fair,
Stupid Eshays cutting my internet line. I
who
went
did
out
you piss
there.
off at work.
Nobody.
Who knows where
And
you
even
live?
so, people at work don't know where I live.
I was gonna say, who knows where you live, and why would they make the trek? That's so far.
The only person who knows, who even lives remotely close to me, lives maybe a half-hour drive away, and even she doesn't know exactly where I live. And also, she recently got fired. So,
Oh, top it all off. And on a
Yeah.
positive note,
and also, I don't think she actually has the technical ability to do that sort of thing.
yeah, no, it's very, you've got to know. And it sounds like one of the
Mm.
technicians have come and deliberately done it, to be fair, because it just doesn't make sense as to why they would want to do it. Like, it makes no sense at all.
Oh, look, I've told you before, I live right up the laneway from a pub. It could have just been some random dickhead who wanted to be a shit. So,
Yeah, 100%. Oh, well, I'm going to get my dinner going. Hopefully this episode turns out good, but if it doesn't, we can always re-record when your internet's back and working properly. Let's see how it goes.
editing this is going to be an absolute laugh for me. I'm going to...
I think it's going to have a lot of bloopers in it, where it's just going to be like 10 minutes of silence and then 20 minutes of talking, then absolute silence all the way through.
I will definitely be texting you at random.
That's what I just got from your end. And it has gone silent.
You will hear it. probably tomorrow. Oh shit, not again, really.
It's back.
Oh,
It's
well.
back again.
Anyway,
All right, guys, we're not going to do the
time for the
sponsors.
outro.
Usually we would do sponsor.
I've already got
chat.
them recorded. I'll just slide them in there.
We'll slide those sponsor chats in there. Look, guys, we'll see how this episode goes. We'll catch you all next week.
Catch you all next time.
Take it easy. Bye.